here's a little part two of today's work. So to explain a little more in detail, basically the outside edge of this footing is going to be 3 inches outside of the building wall. So the building wall has been, like located, you could say, using the batter board and the little screws right here. Those are precisely located, and the string gets pulled across all the way to the other batter board. So like right now this string is pulled out of the way. So based on that, we find the exact outside perimeter plus 3 inches outside of it. And so that's what, like these lines are cut on. So this line was cut with that trencher, and that thing cuts a dead straight, clean line, but you can't really do it over and over and over again. So I come through with the excavator and pull it out. So if you look, here's kind of a visual. This is the one line I still have pulled up, so you can see where that line is. If I were to get dead over top of it, dead centered, there will be 3 inches outside of that line right here, and then there's going to be 15 inches cut out inside the line. So you can see we're nowhere near wide enough. I've got to cut another 12 inches off this inside. That's where this white mark comes in. So that white mark, this white paint line, is 15 inches additional, basically. Or it's 15 inches off of building line, which is 12 inches additional. And so it gets a little tough when you're digging. You kind of lose the line a little bit. And then the more complicated part, I think, is the depth. And so the depth needs to be 24 inches below finished floor. So basically we did the calculations and we set the batter boards up, and we determined, and I got a nice fixed object here, this elevation here that's marked with a white line, that's finished floor. And so basically we're going to go from finished floor elevation using this laser, right? I would set this laser up to find where finished floor is, and then I'm going to lift this laser up 18 inches or 24 inches total and clamp it down. And then when the bottom of this is at 24 inches below finished floor, it will beep. So listen to these beeps. Okay. If the laser is too high, that means, if the laser's too high, it beeps fast, meaning that, we would need to dig more. So listen. So right, that's beeping, but I'm not touching yet. So listen. As it changed from fast to slow, that's the exact height we want it at. This one's actually a little deep, but I kind of made this one a little bit deep because I know I'm going to trim a little off the corners here, and that dirt's going to just go right in there and get compacted down. So like this part right here where I'm digging, I should be real darn close. I'm going to say I'm just like about a ½ inch low. And again, as I trim off the sides, right? As I knock these sides off and get it leveled, it's probably going to end up just like probably right on the money. And so the rest of these, once this major cut is done, the rest of these footings are going to be more like hand trimmed, wet down, tamped, compacted. Maybe even get a vibrator, a plate vibrator, and vibrate them down and make sure I get good compaction. And so I just kind of spot check it here and there. This one it can't read because I'm on the wrong end of the machine. So I'm just going to spot check this one. Okay, so I'm a little high still. That means I need to keep scraping here. And then I also need to check my width to make sure that my width is good. And most of this is close, and then when it's done, I'm gonna get all the machines out of the way and pull those strings back up and recheck to see where I'm at. And the whole outside perimeter will be, but we'll put boards up to basically form the concrete. And then on the inside, there won't be any boards, because on the inside, right, this whole outside's going to come up a total of 24 inches. The inside's going to come up and then go inward. So the inside slab is, going to be a 4-inch thick, with 4 inches thick, with 2 inches of sand, a vapor barrier, 2 inches of sand, and so it's going to end up, pretty thick. And so that's the deal here. I'm going to leave that front footing for last. That way I can still get stuff in and out of here. But I'm just trying to keep it super clean. I could be having dirt mounds all over, but that means I'll have to pull those out later. So every time I take a load out, I fill this skip loader up, and then I clean up the little bits as I can, and I'm dumping them over there, and then I come back and do it again. So I'm empty right now. I'm gonna jump back on and start scooping. And so it's going good. A little slow, but it's just me, so it's gonna be slow.